Did you know there's a place in Vietnam where wild gibbons sing at sunrise, crocodiles lurk in wild rivers and lakes, and predatory ancient trees hide secrets from a past world? Welcome to Tien National Park, one of Southeast Asia's last wild wildernesses. Join me on an epic 3 days adventure as I trek through jungles, spot rare wildlife, and experience the natural serenity within driving distance from Ho Chi Minh City. Come get lost with me.
This is New Year's Eve. I and my friend, we are headed to Tien National Park. This is the place that we're waiting for the bus right now. We will be getting on a sleeper bus in a little bit. I'm on the sleeper bus. It's a little bit of a different experience from what I've gotten used to. It's pretty comfortable. I'm not stacked up on, well, I mean, I'm stacked up on top of somebody else, but it's actually not bad at all. This is for the next 4 hours. Okay, so we just got here at the Eco Lodge. This guy brought us here. Cost $450,000, which is about 19 US. And we are here. We'll be doing some nature stuff. I don't know what yet. So we just checked into this place here, and it's an eco lodge, and it's got a really large yard here, garden. It's got like a bunch of fruit trees and weird sounds that come out of nowhere and make me feel like some animal's gonna jump out at me. But yeah, it's really nice here actually. It's just a very, very relaxing place. It's a little bit quiet these days though. I think I asked them if it was busy and they're like, yeah, it's not that busy, but maybe in a month or so I think it's gonna pick up. It took us about 3 hours, I think 2.5 hours on the bus to get here, and then it took another, I think about 40 minutes in a taxi to get here. There's definitely no Grab around here because it's a little bit secluded and rural. So there's not a lot of Grab and taxi services and stuff like that. But this is just a very, very quiet place. And so far, I'm kind of liking this place. It's really nice and relaxing. So activities at Tien is just a lot of trekking. There's a river close by, so you can get on the river and do some night safari. There's a crocodile lake that we're probably going to end up visiting and doing a day on. This is definitely a different place from Ho Chi Minh City, but we're only here for the next 3 days, 2 nights, roughly about noontime right now. We're gonna go do something later on in the evening, 4 or 5 o'clock, there's something that we're doing. And then tomorrow we're doing a full day on the lake. And then the day after, maybe something in the morning, and then we're gonna head off to Dalat.
But before we do anything, Felicia and I need to refuel. We haven't eaten yet. And this guest house food was amazing. Apparently, guests staying at other places eat here as well. I think we'll be eating here for the rest of our stay.
So this is the road that is the main road to this lodge here. And it is quiet, so quiet. So we are here for the boat trip. Yeah. Two. It's okay, we're good. So we're heading on this boat trip. Oh, we got life jackets, so. I know, but gotta be safe. It's like about 4 in the afternoon right now. And we're coming along. It'll be fun.
Camera?
Yeah, got a camera. Hey, how are you? Hey, Felicia. So we're off. This is a beautiful place, actually. I take my glasses off to see everything. But yeah, it is pretty quiet here. I do believe that these are definitely one of the gems that people haven't found in Vietnam. And in a couple years, there's gonna be a lot of people here. Like right now, there's like no other boat on this little river except for us and birds, a lot of birds. So apparently there's crocodiles in this river. And yeah, the life jacket's gonna keep us alive until the crocodiles eat us if we do fall into the water. But it is so pretty and so peaceful here. It's quite amazing. Oh wow, we got some birds jumping in to catch fish. It's kind of crazy here. We are done with this little boat trip. It's really fun. I had a really good time, but the sun has begun to set and we might be running into another boat. It is the next morning and we're going on a bike trip. We're actually just going to tour around the Crocodile Lake, but first we gotta get a ticket across to the other side, and then we gotta rent a bike from that point on. Okay, ticket. Thank you. And we're on the other side, so we're gonna go get the bike right now. This will be fun. Rules for civilized behavior in tourism. We're here at the bike rental place, and it is 150K. Oops. Per bike. There's my bike.
No, we always get in trouble when I like try to argue with them where to go.
Yeah. Trying to figure out which way to go. Okay, we are on our way to Crocodile Lake. We've ridden for maybe about an hour, I think, and we've gotten to this place. We're not sure where we are right now. I think we might be at Crocodile Lake. So far, the riding's pretty fun, very enjoyable, and it's also very good exercise. And it looks like this is the trail, and we're not really sure where it's leading to us, but hopefully we're heading in the right direction. There's a bunch of bikes over there, so I'm assuming there's a bunch of people that are at the lake. Okay, we might be in the wrong place, as we don't see a river in the map. No river in the map, lake in the map.
He doesn't have it.
Okay, so we are at this huge banyan tree here. It's about 40 meters up. And prior to that, I had just slipped.
You want a flyer?
I slipped. We're about halfway to the lake when I slipped. Look at the root system on this damn thing. Look over here. You can actually sleep in there or something like that. It's huge.
4 kilometers walk.
4 more?
One more kilometer.
Okay. So we just got another kilometer and then we will be at the lake. And so far, so good. The walk's been pretty good. Nice little exercise in the morning. And this is actually kind of nice little trail to be walking on. But definitely need some walking shoes. Flip-flops will not do because you will trip all over everything. Are they using the toilet? Okay, the washroom. Okay, so we made it here to the lake. It's roughly about a 5 kilometer walk. Pretty, huh? This place is nice.
Maybe it's quick.
Quick, yeah. I don't think I want to risk it, especially with my leg cut. They smell blood.
No.
So this is it. This is Crocodile Lake. So apparently there's like 300 individual crocodiles in the lake.
Reminds me a little bit of Texas.
Texas?
Yes.
I've never been to Texas.
Oh, okay.
This is a fairly peaceful place, but I think to get on the lake, it's 250,000 dongs. And I don't think we want to get on a lake, and we're not really sure if it's the lake that or just being here is 250K. So to prevent any misunderstanding, we're going to turn around. We already came here, we saw, and we are heading back. There are some monkeys around here, primates, but we can't find it.
We're stopping here for lunch to see if we can catch a glimpse of those gibbons. Okay, the folks at the Eagle Lodge made us some lunch, and it was really good.
Having lunch. We can cross here. This is pretty damn cool though. So these are banyan trees, and what happens is the tree, the original tree on the inside, is surrounded by all these outside roots, this system outside, and it feeds off of the inside tree, and it's basically a parasite. And in the end, you see this this big old hole inside this tree. And it is pretty damn crazy. This whole damn thing. This is a big ass intertwining tree. There's like multiple and they all intertwine together. And this all goes up into that centerpiece right there. So crazy. This is the tree, but it's definitely not as impressive as the other tree that we had seen earlier. And that's kind of it. This is it? That's it, huh? So disappointing. So if we had seen this tree first before we see the other one, and we followed the path and stopped at this first before the last one, definitely would think that this is an impressive tree. But unfortunately, my opinions have changed. It's not the same anymore. It's just not the same tree. Not as impressive as you would think. But anyways, we're off. This is the last stop. We're heading back to the entrance, returning the bike, and head back to the other side of the river. We missed the last boat. They're already there. And so now we gotta wait for the boat to come back in like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's a pretty fast little crossing there. And he's already back soon.
And of course, we had to have dinner at the Eco Lodge. They really have solid food.
So it is the next morning. We're headed to the rescue center for the sun bears, and I think there's some black bears and stuff like that. And after this, we're gonna be heading over to Dalat, and it's gonna be roughly about a 2-hour car ride. So we are here at the visitor center, and then we're gonna head over to the rescue center in a little bit. This is a pretty fast. I guess it's in the Natural Museum over there. We just walk through the doors, and I guess that's all. They have monkeys and stuff here as well. They're all rescued, I think. Oh, there you go. Ooh. They're not happy. We're intruding on them. Will they be released?
Gibbons more difficult.
Oh, really? Because
Primates such as monkey, snow nose is more easy to release outside. Gibbons live in a family in a big territory. This family take about 40 hectares. This area can carry 100 individuals, but we cannot release them outside because not the same family. They fight each other, even to death.
How are you? Oh, we want something. Sorry, can't do that. There's a female up there, and that was a male. He wants the camera? He wants my camera. Oh, wow. So that black spot up there, that's a gibbon, and that's a wild gibbon. It's up there, I think a family of 5. It's hard to see them on Crocodile Lake because there's so much vegetation around.
I saw a female one yesterday.
Yeah. Wow, that is pretty damn cool though. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, wow. Coming down pretty far. So the center does provide a little bit of food for them, but they are basically wild. I think they provide some eggs and bananas and stuff like that for them. These gibbons are pretty cool. Seem pretty docile, but I think they're pretty strong from what the guide told us. I think she's gonna jump on the ground. They got some moon bears here. This is a moon bear by the shape on its chest. Yeah, so they kind of make this clicking noise with their throat. Pretty neat little rescue center here. And it's actually quite big. There's quite a lot of animals in here. Turtles are hiding. The gibbons are pretty damn awesome. And I think we have small carnivores around this area, but they're so loud over here. They're talking, so staying away from that area until that group leaves. Oh. Wow, not scared of people. These are hornbills. Hello.
When they are mature. They can be 4
Eyes are red.
and
It's
the
kind
the
of
male
scary.
about 400 or 500 grams.
Oh, wow.
That one is male with the red eye.
Yeah, the eyes are red.
Yeah.
We are at the small carnivore rescue.
Hands up, and you can put their
We got some sea otters there. Hello there. You're quite the climber. Hello, how are you? Hi. Loud. That was pretty fun. And I'll be honest, I think it's probably one of the better rescue centers that I've seen. Yeah, that was really, really cool. But now we are just waiting for the boat to come across the river and pick us up so that we can get going to Dalat.